Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you've had a great weekend, and today we're going to learn about a life cycle. What does it mean for a life cycle? Have we heard that before? Yes, we have. We heard it for our butterfly life cycle, and we're doing our frog life cycle. Great job. So today we're going to introduce the last stage of the frog life cycle. We have done an egg. Remember, it's floating at the top of the water. And then out of the egg came a tiny tadpole. Yes, very good. And then we did a froglet, which was it was turning into a frog and it had a tail. Good job. And now we're going to do the last stage, the fourth stage. And the fourth stage we call an adult frog or just a frog. Can you say that? Frog. Good job. Now, what does it mean to be a frog? Well, let's look at this picture. Can you tell the difference between the froglet and the frog? Great job. The tail is gone. So now it's an adult frog. It no longer has its tail. Now, what it means when we are a frog is that now you can leap and move around. You're no longer living in the water only. You are moving around, jumping around. And another thing is, you're not breathing underwater like how the tadpole and the froglet were doing. You are now breathing using their lungs, just like how we have our lungs. The frogs have their lungs. Isn't that cool? So first they were swimming and breathing underwater, and now they have their own lungs. I think that is pretty cool. Now, another thing that they have is they're eating bugs. They're no longer eating algae. Remember we said that the tadpole was swimming around and eating algae, which is the green stuff found in the water? Right, now the frogs are catching their own food. What do you think they're catching? What do you think frogs like to eat? Yes, they like to eat bugs. Who can tell me how they catch the bugs? They stick out their tongue and they catch it and they swallow it. Ugh. Can we try that? I want to see you dramatizing catching a bug with your tongue. Don't actually catch a bug though. All right, let's move on to something else the frogs can do now. So the frog now has his webbed feet. Have you seen? Look at this frog's webbed feet. Now his webbed feet are used to help him swim. So he can still go back into the water and he can still swim, but he's not going to breathe under the water anymore. Now he's breathing using air. But he has these webbed feet. Can you say that? Webbed feet? That means that they're just joined. The toes are joined by a piece of skin. And that helps them to swim. Very good. When you start learning how to swim, your teachers are going to tell you to keep your fingers closed. So what the frog doesn't have to do, he doesn't have to keep his fingers closed because there's a skin connecting all of his toes. Isn't that cool? A webbed feet. Now, sometimes we see toads and we think they're frogs. Have you ever heard of a toad? No? Well, a toad, special differences between them. So we're going to go through a few differences. Now, if you see something that looks like a frog and it has bumps on it and the skin is not as slimy, is very dry, then that is a toad. But if you see a frog with smooth, slimy skin, that is a frog. And frogs also have teeth. Did you know that? Frogs have teeth, but toads, they don't have teeth. Did you know that? That's a fun fact there. Frogs have teeth and toads do not. Maybe they can eat better because they can chew up their food. Okay, let's see. Another difference. Let's think. Did you know that some frogs are poisonous? Some of them, if you touch them, the slime on their skin can hurt you. Did you know that? Well, there you go. Another fun fact. Some of those poisonous frogs are usually bright and beautiful like this one. And they are poisonous. That they are bright and beautiful to tell their predators, hey, don't touch me. I can poison you. So, if you see a bright colored frog, are you going to go touch it? Nope, nope, nope. You stay far away from that frog. Okay. Now, the last thing I want you to look at is look at this picture. Which of his front or back legs are longer and look stronger? Very good. His back legs look longer and stronger. Why do you think his back legs look longer and stronger? Great job. So that he can leap. He needs to jump and push off the ground and leap into the air. So that's why his back legs are so much bigger than his front legs. They need to push him off of the ground and leap into the air. Great job. So we have just learned a few fun facts about our frogs. And now that they're adults, they can eat bugs. They have no tail. They can leap using their strong back legs. And they can breathe their air using their lungs. Fantastic. Now, frogs live in every habitat. What does that mean? So every place of the world except Antarctica. Do you know what kind of temperature Antarctica is? That's right. It's very cold. That's where you see that's where you see the polar bears and though it's very, very, very cold. And the frogs don't live there. They don't like there. So you'll find frogs in every habitat, in every kind of condition, in every type of temperature, except Antarctica. Isn't that cool? They're everywhere. And frogs need to live near water so that they can make new babies. Why do you think they need to live near water so they can make new babies? That's right, because they lay their eggs in water. Fantastic. And look at that. So then they lay their eggs in water and we start the life cycle all over again. We have the egg, which comes out of the egg as a tadpole. And then the tadpole slowly turns into the froglet. And the froglet turns into the frog. And then the frog lays the egg and then the egg. And it just goes over and over and over. And that is our life cycle of the frog. Great job. Now, I'm going to give you all a chance to watch the teeny weeny tadpole again and see how it comes out from the teeny weeny tadpole and ends as the big frog leaping out of the water when what's chasing him? All right, I've also attached another video which you can sing along with. It's a Froggy Froggy song, and it tells you some of the fun facts that I shared with you, and you can wrap up this lesson with that. I'm also going to attach a coloring which you can paint or color your picture of the frog. Now that it's all done, maybe you could put it in a sequential order on the wall of the 4 different stages of the frog. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and I can't wait to see you dramatizing catching a bug with your tongue. Ugh. And I can't wait to see your beautiful pictures of your frogs. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye!